for the stainless steel fixtures in the Cecil Park restrooms. Okay, Bill, if you want to address that, you just took that today.
I did. Yeah, we just opened bids today. The low bidder was McRandall Company of Pittsburgh, PA. Their low bid was $39,072 with a 10% bid bond. And I feel that the price came in is fair and reasonable for the work involved. The initial cost that we had come up with for the cost of the replacement, just for the fixtures themselves, was $25,818. This difference is $13,253.09, but there are $4,000 worth of cost in electric hand dryers, which include the wiring and the conduit from the electrical box to the dryer, and there's also an additional $1,950 in there for a plumbing snake to be run from the building out to the trap, and then from the trap out to the trunk line or manhole. So there's an additional cost of $6,000, which is almost half of that $13,253. So I feel for the work that we're having performed in there, and the liability that the contractor assumes for having performed that work, that the bid of $39,072 submitted by McRandall Company is fair and reasonable for the work involved.
Now, we do have a grant for $25,000, is that correct?
That is correct.
Have we received it yet?
We just have to make a request.
Bill,
So when will it come in?
They'll probably process it within 14 days.
So this is something that.
They'll give it to me, right, I'll get it in advance, yes.
Basically, I guess it's going through it, then you can get the money right away with the
Bill, are them electric hand warmers, are you gonna stand up in the winter time and heat them up against the building?
Pardon me?
Them electric hand warmers, are they gonna stand up in the winter time and all that?
We'll have to look. I don't have the catalog cut sheets on that, Frank. We'll have to take a look.
When they're not heated in the wintertime is this concern?
Right. We'll have to take a look at the manufacturer's recommendation.
That may can be unplugged and it's taken in.
That may be, that's what we do with that on-demand hot water tank in the concession stand. We just reinstalled the on-demand hot water tank in the concession stand.
There's no water flow. There's no water flow.
And not these ones. We were talking about,
Yeah, but I mean, these are just,
electric hand. I don't know how condensation is up. You know what I mean? So there may be some parts in there that may be susceptible. We may have to cover.
My only question with this, because I think it's a good idea, but I did notice that Iron City contracting was like 23.4 higher, and so was Newman. They were 29,000 higher. Did this company caught everything? You think that it's a response?
I believe they have. We're not going to make a award. We have an item with them pending verification of their compliance with the prevailing wage rates. We're not going to make a award until we're sure that they're in compliance with that.
I just want to make
Think it could be more?
No. But what Bill's saying is, in essence, the approval from the board should be contingent upon us certifying that this particular vendor is paying that prevailing wage rate because of the cost that's over $25,000. They need to pay prevailing wage. So upon certification of that fact, right?
Well, we might be paying more if they aren't.
If
No,
they're
you
not,
can't up to bid. You just wouldn't award it to them. They don't
Which
agree.
means, well, then we'll have to go to the $68,000. Okay, all I want to say is this, as important, or maybe even more important, is to get some information on the company since there is such a variance in the bids.
And that's what I was asking. He is a responsible bidder. So if we make this motion to approve this, if it's under contingency that you feel it's a responsible bidder and that they're doing under the prevailing wage laws, okay? Then that's what the motion is. So moved. Do we have a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
So moved, Carol.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Number 76-2014, consider the Board of Supervisors minutes from the regular monthly meeting of Monday, April 2nd, 2013. What had happened was I had gotten a call and I looked back through and I saw that these were still pending. They'd never been approved. So it was an oversight. And Carol has emailed them out to everybody and I don't see that there's a problem.
I'll make the motion to approve it.
Is
Was
there
there a
second?
Monday? Was there a Monday, April 2nd, 2013?
Yeah, that was the meeting, the regular meeting.
A Monday, April 2013. Okay.
This is 2014.
Yeah, huh?
April 1st, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's a wrong date.
Error on my part.
So it's Monday, April 1st, everyone,
2013, yes.
2013. It was when it was overlooked, so do I have a second?
14.
It's been moved and
13.
seconded, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed?
I have to abstain, I wasn't on the board.
Cindy abstained, okay? Right, now the next one is, consider the Board of Supervisors minutes from the regular monthly meeting in Monday, March 3rd, 2014. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second? Second. Moved and seconded, all in favor, say aye. Aye. So moved. Consider number 78-2014, consider the general fund invoices from March 1st through March 31st, 2014. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
A second? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed?
Opposed.
Okay.
What are we going into executive session for?
Well, first of all, I wanted to go through and is there any new business that anybody wants to bring up?
Yeah. I have a question. My name is Jim Castro, I'm 180 Connell Road, and I'm also an employee of the road department. You're going to revise the ordinance for snow that's going to be put on the road and streets in the winter, which, being here 19 years, I think most of our citizens that lived here all their life don't do it. Some of the newer plans that we have that people are throwing out. My daughter lives in North Fayette Township. They have a strict ordinance against this. I think I might have given Bill a copy of it one time in North Fayette Township. If not, I can get you another one that's really good. But also, I think what you need to put in this, with this snow, it's also basketball hoops. They need to remove the basketball hoops in the winter when we're plowing, because our trucks, our stacks from our exhaust are hitting the basketball hoops. We have one hoop in the township. They actually cemented it in behind the curb. So the backboard is at the back of the curb, but the hoop is out on the road. And one of our guys, we fixed it 3 or 4 times. He hits the stack and twists the stack. So that's just something that, being here that long, I think you ought to put in there also with the snow is anything that's protruding on it. Most of the time it's in the cul-de-sacs when you're going in circles. So just something to think about.
Jim, that's not a deposit on the street, that's an obstruction. They can just make it move that anyhow. Yeah, our guys can go after it.
Okay. All right, I mean, I see this in here, this is fantastic, which is,
And I
because,
think,
you know, if you're out there for 12 hours plowing, you got the road wet, and you come back through and they got all their,
And
working and blow it out.
Jim, what we're doing right now is we're just going to set up the date to have this ordinance hearing that we're going to have.
I think it's a good story, Andy. I really do.
It'll be, if everybody's okay with it, it'll be 15 minutes before the next meeting.
All right, I mean, you're going in the right direction.
Jim, you want to take a look at that ordinance?
Yeah. I mean, I'll get off, Don, I'll get a call off.
Just in case there's
I
something
mean,
in there that you...
being here, you know, I don't know if any of the other guys are coming out and complaining about it, because I really don't care. June 27th is my last day.
You may not see
So,
something.
but I think it's something that the guys that are there now would appreciate it being put in.
Yeah, and I think your crew should take a look at it, just in case there's something.
Absolutely, that's a good idea.
And you know what, when we're doing our ordinance next month,
Sure.
be here
Sure, I'll be here.
and give some.
I'll
Now,
be
does
here.
everybody agree with that then, that 15 minutes before our next meeting, then we'll go ahead and do this so we can put this together? Everybody okay with that then? I guess we don't need a motion.
Purpose of the
The
executive.
executive session is on 2 things, to discuss the Hoff-Richter property and some legal advice on the food shack situation.
Okay.
So, and there's a personnel issue.
What about Jimmy?
Jim, I thought I had one, I don't have it.
Go on, no problem.